In today's video, I'm going to show you a technique how to shoot toy photos with just one light. Hello, and welcome back to Brennan Photography. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to take a toy photo just using one light, but we're going to make it look like you used multiple lights to take the shot. This technique is called composite lighting, and it works really great if you only have one light. What it is you take your one light and you take two or more different photos and move your light in different positions throughout each photo. Then in Photoshop, you then blend those layers together and create one layer, and then you have your final image. In today's shot, I'm going to be using one of my favorite lights. It's called the Small Rig Pix M160 RGB light. It works really great as it comes with a softbox, and it allows you to change the different colors as well as change the colors' temperatures, which then allows you to be really creative with just using this one light. So let's go grab our cameras and let's go take a photo. Alrighty, here's the setup we're going to go with today's shot. I have my single Obi-Wan figure. I have a black background right there. You can go with any background that you like. I just like using a simple black background, especially when I'm taking just photos of a single figure, as it highlights the figure more. But you can go with whatever background that you like. I have my 105mm macro, my Nikon Z6 camera. I have my remote trigger. This is going to be kind of essential using a remote trigger or a timer as we're going to move the light. I'm not going to use a tripod to hold the lights just because I'm going to move them around. Once I find the spot, I'm just going to take the photo right then and there. You could use a tripod as well for your lights, or you can stand them up. That's what's great about panel lights. They stand up really great. And then I have my tripod right here. And as I said before, here's my Small Rig Pix M160 RGB light with my softbox on it. I'm going to be using this to take two photos. One's going to be for what's called a rim light. It's going to highlight the figure's edges. And then I'm going to be using another shot for the main key light. And that's going to be blue for his lightsaber. Then we're going to go and merge both of these photos in Photoshop to create the final image with those two photos. As far as settings go, really this is going to just be up to you. For this type of photo, it's really just going to be a creative decision. There's no special settings that's going to be like a catch-all feature for this photo. But for this, if you guys want to know my settings, I went with a aperture of f5.6 and ISO 100, just because I like using the cleanest image. Like, I like having a clean image, so I like using ISO 100. If you have to use 400 or 800, 200, that's fine. If that's, that's what you need to do to get the photo, or if that's a creative decision for you. For shutter speed is going to be, it's not going to be what it is right now as you see. This is a cool tip that I'm about to tell you guys right now, is if you don't like shooting in the dark, because this is going to be a dark photo, but if you don't like shooting in the dark and you actually like to see what you're doing, here is a quick tip, especially when you're going to be lighting the image anyway. If you don't want to deal with the ambient lighting, you can go ahead, and what I do is I change my shutter speed until the image gets pretty much black where you can barely see it. And then I'll go then and add my lights. This is really great as it cancels all the ambient lighting around you and allows you to not have to work in the dark and be able to see what you're doing, and you're going to be lighting the image. And then you'll see in my final image that the ambient light doesn't get caught in these photos. So let's go ahead and let's take these two photos. Alrighty, for the first one is going to be for the rim light. I have the light set to about 10%, as well as the temperature is 8500, kind of gives a very cool light there. And then I set it off to the side, kind of roughly behind him. It's almost like equivalent to backlighting, but this way it's going to highlight the rim of Obi-Wan. And I'll show you guys quick really right here what I'm talking about. See, as you can see that it's kind of like highlighted him, not so much his face. And that looks good right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this photo real quick. Okay, and let's go on and move to the next one. All right, and here's going to be for the key light image. It's going to be our second image right here. This one's going to have, I switched the color to blue right here, kind of upped it to about 50%. Let me go change that right now. There we go. And I'm going to use blue. This is going to be the main light. And I chose blue because it's going to kind of show the effect of the lightsaber, because I like doing that in Photoshop, and adding that in after kind of creates some more realism to the photo. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take this photo right here because I usually probably put it roughly above him. We're going to take the photo, and then we're going to take the two photos and put them in Photoshop. And I'm going to show you guys really quick what I mean by blending the layers for composite lighting. Okay, so here we are in Photoshop. I've already imported the two photos that I'm going to be using to merge together using the blending tool in Photoshop. So I have the rim lighting photo as well as my key light photo. And all I have to do is bring them over into layers. I marked one as 0 and then 1. I'll go ahead and activate the layer 1 layer. And as you can see now, it brings in the rim lighting because I changed the layer from normal to lighten, which allows them to blend nicely to create a complete photo. As you can see, by using composite lighting, you can get great results in your toy photography with just one light. You don't need a big setup or multiple lights to get great photos. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that way you don't miss when I post a new video every Sunday. Also, if you want some more information about the small rig panel light that we used today, there'll be a link down in the description where you can go check it out. Also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, as well as take a look at my website, those links will also be down in the description as well. Thanks again for watching and supporting, and I'll see you guys in the next one.